All right, we're to lesson 11, and we're talking about landing pages and thank you pages. And this has been a momentum killer. For the first time, we're getting out of the internal work and we're going to outward facing marketing materials. This isn't a simple step. As a matter of fact, I'm about 10 days into lesson 11, trying to create my landing and thank you page. The video is 13 minutes long and it's great on content, and the emphasis of taking advantage of your thank you page is very eye-opening. I concluded that I did it right in lesson 10 and jumped right into a lesson 11. This lesson comes with his perfect landing page process. So in addition to the 13-minute video, he provides extensive instructions on how to create a perfect landing page and provides several templates. Now, coming off the first 10 lessons, I was on fire. I was on a roll, ready to keep the momentum up, and then I got completely bogged down, and I'll share the story. So when you get into the detailed processes, the instructions are really detailed, and he shows example of everything that needs to be done. However, getting it done is a lot harder than it seems. He recommends Insta Page pretty strongly throughout this course, as well as the rest of BBD. And he says this is the tool his team uses, and it's so great because it's completely customizable and you get to move things around, which it is. You can actually see how that works. And then he also provides some Insta Page templates to use. So, that was definitely my first stop. I'm like, great, we'll just pick up where the templates are. So off I go to Insta Page's site to see what it's all about. Now, in my opinion, I was really surprised how expensive Insta Page is. It's either $2,400 per year or $300 per month. So that $2,400 per year breaks down to about $200 a month, or it's $300 a month if you just want to do it monthly. But I'm committed to not punting on something in this course just because of the perceived expense. They have a 14-day trial to give it a try, so there really was nothing to lose, right? During the trial period, you can't upload templates. I even reached out to customer service to see if there's a way through this, as it was likely going to be a deal killer. As part of the beauty of James's program is he's providing the perfect landing page templates for us to start with, which now, in all fairness, are actually the landing pages that he uses in his business. So literally his pictures, his branding, the buttons, it's all him. So there's gonna be a lot of customization needed regardless, but at least you're starting with the foundation in the frame. But there's no dice. Instapage says you have to be a paying customer to get access to the upload template. So it's kind of hard to see if this is gonna work if you can't even get in there and try it with the templates, right? But in the spirit of not just punting when things got tough, I said, maybe I can just get in there and recreate the landing page using the tool. After all, it's supposed to be pretty drag and drop. Now, I spent an afternoon trying to create something. I got bogged down in forms and backgrounds and images, and then how to connect back to Kajabi. And the landing pages were just hard. It was hard for me to put all these things together. And then it looked like one of my kids did it at school. And I knew I'd never put that out there. So I then reached out to one of my VAs. I gave him the process, got them logged in Instapage, and I just wanted to see if they could do better because they generally do amazing work. So after a few days, he watched the video trainings, he got back to me with his hat in his hand and said he didn't feel like he could do it. It was just above his head, and the end product that he was able to kind of come with on his own, he wasn't even willing to share it with me. And that's a pretty big deal culturally. Not to mention, I was then closing in on a week trying to get a landing page up and running. We're talking about a landing page for a freebie. So canceled the Instapage trial. That's a huge investment, and I just didn't see it working for me. On the VA front, I could get nearly 2 months of work out of a VA for the same price just having the Instapage software. And then I'd have to bring in someone to create the pages. I'm not knocking Instapage. I can see how it would be really powerful, especially if you were cranking out lots of different landing pages and using lots of different domains. But that's not me. I'm just trying to launch this beta course. So now, time for the pivot to Kajabi. So Kajabi is James's recommendations. Now, he uses Kajabi for his courses, and Kajabi comes with a landing page builder. And since you're already paying for it, if you're hosting courses or a membership, the landing pages are then effectively free. But it's very rigid when it comes to designing a landing page and where things can actually be on the page. Now, I've developed some landing pages and web pages in Kajabi in the past, and I knew that right off the rip that getting something close to the quote unquote perfect landing page wasn't in my wheelhouse. So I now feel like I've got a budget because I didn't purchase Insta Page. And then I went out and found an amazing VA with Kajabi experience to help with the development. And for me, this comes with a huge upside, is that the courses that I'm going to be putting out there, the beta, freebie and all that stuff, they're going to be posted and hosted on Kajabi. And this one VA can help me with everything Kajabi related, which, while it's pretty intuitive, it takes some expertise to really make it come together. So anyway, here we are about 10 days later, just starting to get out of the bog. I mean, I have been bogged down. Full sprint, nothing. And it's been a journey to say the least, and it's pretty disheartening. There were days over these past 10 days where I got the feeling that if just trying to get a landing page up and running was going to take this long, this whole thing might just be too much. However, on the flip side, finding the right person that knows how to do this made all the difference. I went into detail on what I was trying to accomplish via video and then like a little document. I sent it to my VA and then went to bed. And when I woke up the next morning, I had an amazing page for me to view that's like 99% of the way there. Here's my lesson for lesson 11. The instructions that he gives are great. The concept of the thank you page is great. The details that he gives in the process are very, very thorough. But if you're going to be successful at this business, you can't do this stuff yourself. There's just too much to try and learn. And then to create a worthwhile end product, like you can't do both. My team now has VAs focused on video editing, social media posting, and now all things Kajabi. The paddles in my raft are all back in the water and we're moving forward again. So stay tuned for more to come, and hopefully I can share this landing page that we've actually finally gotten created with you. If you found this video and want to follow along and check out the course that I'm talking about. So we're still in the first 100 leads, but we're getting right to the end of it. This is free. First 100 leads is free. So be sure to check out the link in the description for the first 100 leads course itself. And then you can actually see what I'm talking about and all the detail and all the information. Until next time, we'll see you soon.